Hi, this is Andy at Ninox Corporation. In this class, we're going to learn what to do when we receive payments from our customers against invoices that we have sent them. Now to get started, I'm going to go ahead and go into the function menu, and I'm going to take a look at an invoice that I previously put into the system. We have the invoice for Shelby Enterprises, we see the line items, and we see that this is a $12,000 invoice. We have a discount, shipping, and additional charges, in addition to the sales tax that's been added to the line item total. Now when this invoice gets paid, we're going to go ahead and go into our cash transaction module. We have the option of seeing our cash ledger or cash journal, or processing a receipt or a disbursement. Now, cash transactions is a bit of a misnomer. This can be credit card payments, wire transfers, ACH payments, any kind of payment that we receive, any kind of income that we receive that we want to post against an invoice and post into our financial statements is going to go into this cash transaction module. It's not just for cash and coin, but any kind of payment received. We're going to go ahead and select the receipt option, and that'll bring us to this screen. Now the first thing we want to do is indicate who sent us the payment, and it's going to come from Shelby Enterprises. Now the system is going to immediately tell us all of the outstanding invoices from Shelby. They have one outstanding invoice, and they have an outstanding balance of $12,034.50. Let's say they made a credit card payment and paid the amount in full, $12,034.50. Now this X is telling me that I've indicated to the system how much I received, but I haven't indicated why I received it. I haven't distributed this payment. Let's go in real quick and look at this invoice. You'll note that the amount paid is 0, and that's why this invoice is showing up in this ledger. I'm going to go here, double click on the invoice, and under select, I'm just going to put a Y for yes. I'm then going to take this selected invoice and move it over into my payment distribution journal by clicking the double arrowheads. And there we go. Now my red X is replaced with the green check. That's because I know how much I received, who I received it from, but most importantly, I know why I received it. I received it in order to pay off the balance due on this particular invoice. At this point, I can go ahead and post the transaction, and I have the option to post it or post it and actually view the journal entry. Just so we can see what happens when we post, I'm going to go ahead and select the post and view option. And here's our transaction. We debited checking, which is an increase to the asset. We have received the payment, and we have credited accounts receivable. We have reduced receivables because upon receipt of this payment, we no longer have the outstanding debt from Shelby Corporation. Now, when I go look in the invoice, I can see the amount paid is the full amount, and the balance due is now 0. But I can take it even one step further. Let's say I'm back home, and a couple days later, I'm looking at that particular invoice. I'll go into my sales module and select list. Here's the invoice. I can see the invoice has been paid. It's been paid in full. I have the status updated to full payment, and the balance due is 0. But this red border tells me this is a hotspot. When I click on the hotspot, I can now see the payment. But I see this amount paid field also as a hotspot. I can click on that, and the system will show me payment details, the date, the payment type, and the payment amount received. Keep in mind, one payment might pay off multiple invoices, and each invoice might result in multiple payments. We might take 50% at the time of order and receive another payment when the product is delivered. So we'd have two payments of 50% of the total each. If this were a consignment invoice and we sent the product to the consignment location, and then the consignee sent us back payments as they sold off the consigned inventory, we might have this one invoice, we might have one shipment, and we might have multiple payments received from the consignee as they sold off the inventory which was consigned. One payment can pay multiple bills, one bill can be paid off with multiple receipts. Again, toggle it back, the detail disappears, and now we have completed the cash receipt or invoice payment receipt process. Check out our next video in the Ninox Enterprise Solution training series. Thanks so much.